Guys, welcome back to my channel. As you know, is your boy Snipe FX. Today I want to do a full review of BOOM1000. So one thing that you need to pay attention to is when BOOM1000 was being created, when they introduced BOOM1000, it sold. You see how market was selling, creating a high point, give us the lower low, lower high, lower low until you get to this area. So what we expected to happen was, okay, where is the last point that give us the low point, this low? We're gonna say the last swing was this one here. Then from this area, market did what? Market dropped to the downside, push more to the upside because we had this decision point, the one that is here. Market return after breaking this high, return to the downside, mitigate this decision point, then push to the upside. When we push to the upside, do you see this level? We had what you call a breaker. Uh, you see, we had the breaker there because this was the last up candlestick before this down move that take out this low point, then market return to it. If you don't know how to use them, what are you gonna do? You could even use this hidden base just for a precision entry. The hidden base, why do we use this one? Because this area was the high that market break, then return to test, then we push to the upside. But the cool thing was that when market gets on this level here, do you see market create this resistance? Market already create one resistance here. This was like FTR. It failed to return, then drop. Then the second one was here. Market created. Then on this zone here, we had what you call a break of structure. We break all this level here. What you expected? We expected when markets break like this, and we know how our target was this area. That was the target. That was the buy side liquidity. See, this is when we are buying down, we know how a big target is for market to come and take out this level. Then what happened? Market take out the level, return to the downside. In the voids, we can calculate the 50% of this movement. Let's see if they respect the 50%. Yeah, respect this 50%. So clean 50% of this void, then market push to the upside. So market went more to the upside. This is the area. It went to the upside. Then market doing what? Start coming to the downside. You see, come the downside 50%. We respect the 50%. Then we push to the upside. So if you check again, you see here what happened here. You're gonna say market return to the 50%, but check this line. You see this line now is very important to us. This is a very significant support and resistance line. You see, here we have the resistance one, resistance two, then this level become a support zone. This is what we call the RS flip, where resistance become a support. Then market push to the upside, market go to the upside more, market push more to the upside. Now, one thing that you need to understand is this. After market push to the upside, we know this is our higher point, the buy side liquidity, the one we have there. Then this is the low point. Markets now start consolidating inside our zone. Do you see? After market break, let me mark this zone here. Let me mark that candlestick there. Then market break this level. You see, market break this level here. Return test, then we push to the upside. They respect this, sorry guys, they respect this candlestick. If you check properly, is after they grab liquidity on this zone here, grab liquidity there, then market come to the downside. Now they return again back to the upside. This is the FU candlestick because this candlestick grab liquidity, then market return to come and test this zone here. Then we are doing what? We are selling to come down and we target this candlestick. Why this candlestick? Because this candlestick, it helps us to run this liquidity. At the same time, we could use even this candlestick. You see, this candlestick. Why this candlestick? Because this candlestick help us to take out this low point. Then when you took out this low point, what happened? We took out this low point, then market never respect this candlestick when it was going to the upside. Here they are just on a drawdown, but market failed to recover here. Then they make sure they return back to this area, then push to the upside. For the first time, we could use because market depend on how market is reacting. You see how they come back to this area. After test this zone, they push to the upside. They return this candlestick, test this zone, and close up. But they return again to the downside. Here could be a nice entry. You are buying, you are targeting this higher point here. Then when you are targeting the higher point, you know the block that you're supposed to focus on is this one, is the same scenario like the one I'm just explaining here. You could wait to see how market is going to react, then they grab or liquid it on top. Then one thing that I want to show you guys, that is just a quick one for you guys to understand. I'm not going to do a long video, but I'm going to show you. So if you can check properly, you see here we have a proper structure on itself, where people will say it's a compression, accumulation, whatever. But one thing you need to check is this one, is this area. You see, I made this one already, long time already. Is in the video. You can check. It was on the 1st October. 1st October, that is the one I make that video. But you see, I predicted market to come and break this level here. When you break this level, market has to return to the upside. So what I can do, I was expecting market to come and sell from here. Then I realized that this block was been tested already by this one, because when this candlestick opened, test that area. The only fresh zone was here, was this inefficiency, the one that was here in the same line with this candlestick. You see, with this candlestick, then return there, test the zone, then we drop. Now, one thing that people they're getting it wrong is we know the 90% rules of like such movement, that market when is break this momentum line, then it has to go to where it started. So when you are selling from this area, this is boom 1000. When you are selling from this area, you know all this can be your target. This low here can be my target. This low here can be my target. This low here can be my target. So all those lows, the one that we know, can be my target. Until I target again another level where I know market has to go. This could be my last point where I'll look to come and take my profit when I'm selling from the top. But you see, people now they get confused. Those people that are trading spike, for them, this movement here is nice for them to catch. This movement here is them for nice to catch. This one here, this one here, then they just see again at the end of the day they're saying the reef is a scam, is scamming them, but they don't understand that they are the only one who's causing for their account to get blow, because you are selling from here. You know your break of structure, market already break structure, you know market is going to the downside, you know that okay, you need to start looking for what, for a sell position, not a buy position, but them they'll be happy to catch this small movement than the overall of this market. Now, one thing you need to understand also, when we break this short term, this low here, market retrace, then market retrace to where? We have inefficiency, the one that was here. You see this inefficiency, market retrace on this inefficiency, then come to the downside. This is what happened. We test the area, check the way we sold. When this is the momentum line, our momentum line, market break the momentum line, come to the downside where we have that momentum line, push again back to the upside. Why is selling again? You see, we have this level, market return to this one. For precision, you could use the MPL King. This week was being engulfed by the other one, then we come to the downside. But one thing you need to check is this one. Do you see where market is start buying again? On that significant support and the resistance line. Test the area, then we push to the up. So guys, when you are trading boom and crash, make sure you understand structure. Structure is the king and is one thing that is so perfect. I'm sure I'm gonna do another video where I'm gonna do a full breakdown of this area, how you could check your entry and how you respect this all this area. But I need you to watch this video and understand that don't just spikes, but just the proper movement of the market. Where market is going, that is what you need to respect. Don't just go